Yes, hi, I'm Juliette, and I am a Reiki volunteer at HopeSpring. I offer Reiki every other Thursday at the Benton Street Church, and I have sessions at 5, 6, and 7 o'clock. And if you're new to Reiki, it's a Japanese stress relief technique. Very, very relaxing, good for anxiety, kind of overwhelm, general stress, and it helps on an emotional, physical, and spiritual level. Well, I've had my Reiki certificates. Now I have a Reiki master level. It was about 18 years ago. My daughter was having sleep issues, and so I saw a Reiki practitioner for her, and I could just see some really great things happening, and I just loved that it was just so calming, and so I just got into the field from my daughter really, and I actually got breast cancer myself in 2017, and so I was able to use Reiki throughout, from the beginning, from the diagnosis kind of shock right up until after the treatment. So I used it throughout the whole process alongside conventional treatments, and it's just been wonderful. It was wonderful for me, offering calm and kind of peace and clarity at times. Well, I think we often don't take enough time for ourselves. So for me, I really like to kind of remind people this is just a wonderful opportunity to take an hour and just allow yourself physically and kind of emotionally to rest, relax, and restore, which, in busy lifestyles we don't tend to do very often, and it's like giving a lovely gift to yourself. So I would say, yeah, resting and relaxation. Yeah, so it's every other Thursday. The first session is at 5, so you get about 45 to 50 minutes, and then the next one is at 6, and then the third one is at 7. And you can sign up online on the HopeSpring website. If you're having any difficulties or questions or anything, you can also email volunteer@hopespring.ca as well. Or you can call. So for me, I'd heard about HopeSpring anyway, but it was really my experience with cancer that led me to want to volunteer. For me, it was a real shock, I'll be honest. It was a real shock. I definitely didn't expect it. And anybody that knows, who's been through that, knows that it's very overwhelming. And, the process, it's very quick. It's very, there's a lot of appointments, and there's a lot of the unknown as you're going through cancer. And it's, it can be very, very stressful, and that sort of throughout the whole process. And then even at the end, I found, after you've gone through the, whether it's surgery, whether it's radiation or chemo or both or all, it then once you've finished your treatments, it's almost like, okay, it's like, whew, you've got that chance to then, okay, what happened, or it was just a lot. So for me, it was overwhelming. But then at the end, I found it was also hard. And people I spoke with who'd also gone through cancer had shared with me that actually afterwards, sometimes they felt very lost and kind of needed that support, which is one of the things that I love about HopeSpring, is that even after treatment has finished, you still offer, support to members. I had a friend who had cancer, and she had come to the yoga programs and the meditation and absolutely loved it, and had told me about it. And then I just started hearing other people who had, for whatever reason, they'd come through, whether it was for counseling or for a wellness type program, and everybody had just spoken so highly of the organization. And so, I just kind of kept it in mind that I would love to volunteer at some point in some capacity with HopeSpring. Well, for me, Reiki's been a part of my life for a long time, so I always knew the benefits. But when I went through cancer, that was when I really, for me, found it so helpful, because I was, fairly stressed out at the beginning. As I say, the shock or the overwhelm. you have to kind of often take it appointment by appointment. And so for me, Reiki was just so helpful in keeping me calm and sort of that balance that I needed. And so it was just so helpful for me, and because I had access to my Reiki colleagues and I would do self Reiki, I just wanted to offer it to people who maybe who hadn't even heard of it, but just wanted, ways to be able to relax in their life and find some peace and calm. Yeah, so a member would come in, and we have a massage table there. So you would lie down fully closed on the massage table, shoes off. I have blankets. Your comfort is really the main priority, because when people are comfortable and relaxed, then they will relax even more and enjoy the experience. So then, it differs from session to session, from person to person. You could come in and have 5 Reiki sessions and they could all be, different, but typically you're very, very relaxed. I have the Reiki practitioner has trained different hand positions, so it can either be hand positions gently on the member, or if they prefer hands off, it's actually, it's up to you. So after those positions, people typically will, if I say, how do you feel? Typically it's words like comforted, calm, relaxed. Some people will say they, came in having a decision that they were sort of not sure about, and they will say, oh, I've had some clarity around that. It's really different for everybody, but typically relaxation is the biggest thing, and just a sense of calm and peace. I would just say, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out through HopeSpring. I'm happy to answer any questions about Reiki or about the session. I also offer distance Reiki too. So most people will come in person now, but for the 3 sessions I have, if somebody was just outside the area and couldn't drive in, or if they wanted to stay in the comfort of their own home, that's another option, is what we call distance or remote Reiki too. So we have a conversation on the phone first, and then I can kind of send Reiki energetically, and then we'll have a little phone call afterwards. So that is an option as well, that I do as well. Because you're in the comfort of your own home, people like that. So actually, sometimes people may relax more, and you don't have the rush of traffic, getting there or back. So it is a good option for some people.